Hello, all of my beautiful little unicorns, and welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time that you're on my channel, please allow for me to introduce myself to you. My name is Vanessa Somuayina, and you guys know me as your big sis from the internet, as well as your favorite psychic medium here on YouTube. And in today's reading, I can't wait to get into specifically what is happening for you in love during the month of March. As I do here on my channel every single month, of course, I am hooking you up with this monthly prediction. If you would like a monthly horoscope that is based on your zodiac sign and is about the overall vibe of what's happening for you during the month of March, check out that video. It's linked in the description box and it's already live on my channel. But today we are talking about romantic love specifically, and this video is tailored to any of you who are in a committed relationship, a situationship, or who are currently single and want to figure out precisely what is coming next in love. And in order to bring you a personal reading, I have prepared 3 groups that you can choose from, and I would like you to pick one of these 3 groups intuitively. So pick whichever group that you feel resonates the most with you, and you may also base this on the number of the group. Some of you continuously see 111 on the clock, some of you really resonate with 222, and some of you love angel number 333. So take these numbers as indications. So you've got the crystals, the decks, and numerology to help make your decision easier. Now the 3 groups are as follows. Group number 1 corresponds to the Wild Muse Oracle deck as well as the Labradorite Crystal Point. Group number 2 corresponds to the Dark Heart Tarot deck as well as the Black Obsidian Crystal. And group number 3 corresponds to the Starseed Oracle deck as well as the Amazonite. But the timestamps to all 3 of these groups can be found below in the description box as well as pinned to the top of the comment section for quick and easy access from your mobile devices, your tablets, your laptops, and your TVs. And in case you guys didn't know, in today's readings, the first 2 decks are actually decks which I have created and I have published. So now I will provide you with a little moment of privacy so you can meditate on the 3 groups. Feel free to pause the video right here if you need a minute, and then I'll be right back to guide you into your readings. Alright, my beautiful babies of the zodiac. By now you've hopefully been able to select one of these 3 groups. I am going to be starting off the readings with group 1, which corresponds to the Wild Muse Oracle deck as well as the Labradorite Crystal Point. So if this is a group that you chose, then simply continue watching. And to my other 2 lovely groups, I will catch you at the click of your timestamp. Hello, group number 1, and welcome to your reading. Now, you chose the Wild Muse Oracle deck as well as the Labradorite Crystal Point. This is the beautiful Labradorite crystal which helps you to find your center, ground yourself, and eliminate any unwanted energies. I'll just put it up right, actually no, I prefer when it's lying down, so let's leave it right here for you, group number 1. And the Wild Muse Oracle deck is, of course, the iconic Oracle deck that I self-published. It is available in my store still. It was sold out for a long time, but it's been back for a little while, so if you want to grab yourself a copy, the link is below in the description box. It ships worldwide from Switzerland. Not to plug myself, but I'm just immensely proud of how well my decks have done, and also you guys raving about the quality of all of these items. So sorry for the shameless plug, but I just had to say I'm so proud of the Wild Muse Oracle deck, and I can't wait to now get into your March love readings. So first up, we've got Tell It Like It Is. You're going to be very honest and upfront during the month of March. Someone is going to try to gaslight you into taking the bare minimum, into being okay with breadcrumbs, group number 1, but you're not accepting it, you're not doing it. You've been there before. You've listened to someone in the past who told you that this was normal or standard for a romantic relationship, and that, well, you know, you would just be unhappy in certain situations, you would just be unhappy in certain aspects of the relationship. No, you are completely unavailable for such a reality, group number 1, because it is just not a reality that you're willing to settle for in this one life that we've got. So you're completely disconnecting from anybody who makes you feel like you should be gaslit into taking the bare minimum or accepting disrespect. So this goes, for example, for girlfriends who tell you, well, all guys cheat or all guys are like this. Well, okay, that's maybe your guys, but my guy is not going to still be with me if he does that. My relationship is not going to look like that. And the same goes for romantic partners who are trying to make you feel as though their bare minimum is a lot. You're not here for it, whether you're in a situationship, whether you're single and just getting to know someone and you're kind of axing out the people who are not the right fit, or you are in a committed long-term relationship or marriage. You have got standards and values and you're finally standing on those during the month of March. You are not allowing for people to make you feel less than or make you feel as though it is okay to treat you in a manner that you know is subpar. Within Hit Your Target, you want what you want and you're going for it in love. And I'm proud of you for doing this, group number one. Not everyone has the courage. Not everybody has the self-confidence and the belief to know, hey, you know what? This is what I desire. This is what I want. I'm going for it. And nothing less will do. Even if that means that behind closed doors, sometimes you do have some moments of doubt where you ask yourself whether you put yourself in a situation in which you'll end up alone or you will become like a lonely cat lady. But group number one, we all have moments of doubt. We all have moments of questioning whether our decisions were right or not. But I want you to know that if you needed confirmation from the universe, from your guides, that your decision to not settle for less is the right one, this is it. Know here within Blessings in Disguise that when you take off the mask of the people pleaser and the cool girl, the cool person who is fine with anything, the simp who is okay with being treated poorly, when you take that off, you will see a lot of blessings in disguise, even if that means that certain connections are not going to continue to sustain themselves within your life. You don't need people that make you put on a mask. You don't need people within your life, romantically speaking, that make you feel like you cannot be authentic, group number one. And I see here within All Aboard that actually for the month of March, you will find that other people are in the exact same spot you're at, where they're preparing for a life of potentially being by themselves. Not that they want to be alone, but it's like, if you're not going to amplify my life, if you're not going to make my life any better, why should I be with you, you know? And here within All Aboard, I do also see a significant amount of just interest in going somewhere, traveling somewhere, quite frankly speaking, by train as well, and having some sort of train ride be part of this travel. This is a country and destination in which there are iconic and scenic routes that you can take, and I just want you to know here within All Aboard as well as Blessings in Disguise that actually even traveling by yourself, solo travel, disconnecting from anyone that you don't want to travel with because they're just going to stress you out, is going to be so amazing. The Earth Keeper shows us that the month of March will also bring you a deeper connection to the part of you that does like to be in nature. So you're going to go out a lot, you're going to do a lot of outdoor activities, walking around, and in connectivity to love, being outside is a blessing in disguise because you may just meet someone by coincidence while you're out and about and you're actually disconnected from the internet, you're disconnected from emails, disconnected from situationships, or just unsatisfactory connections. When you completely axe that out and you remove that connection from your life, either temporary because it's someone you're actually in a long-term relationship with, or completely because it's a situationship that you just want to end because it's not hitting your target, you will feel so elevated and such a sense of relief as you're out and about taking walks, exploring, even going on solo coffee dates, lunch dates, dinner dates. And I want you to know here within Standstill that it will have you seeing life from a different perspective, of a perspective of how peaceful it can be to not be at the mercy of someone else's moods, wants, and desires, and how peaceful it can be when instead of asking yourself when they're going to text you, whether they like you, where a relationship is going to go, that you ask yourself, do you even like how they're behaving? And is this even somebody you want to hang on to? Is this even a type of behavior that you want to know that this person has in them? And just as a little personal anecdote, for me, I knew it was over in a past relationship when they did something so bad that I just knew that having the knowledge over the fact that they're capable of this, that they're even capable of this behavior, even if they were to say, I will never do it again, the fact that they're capable of not loving you the way you need to be loved, or gaslighting you, or making you feel like you even have to stand up for yourself so strongly, is already, I see it's working up an ick in you, group number one. It's making you feel like, no, this is not it. On to the next, we are done here. Because the fact that someone is capable of this means the possibility is there that it will happen again, that you will feel wrong, that you will feel like your target is constantly being missed, and you're just not taking those chances. So group one, I'm going to clear and cleanse the space and be back so we can move a little more deeply into your reading. So just hold on tight and we'll reconvene in just a second. All right, group number one. So let's carry on within your reading, shall we? Let's figure out what else is coming towards you in love. So we have got the Queen of Cups, Königin der Kelche, for all of you German speakers. Ich liebe euch. So within Königin der Kelche, we've got creativity, we've got your intuition being on point. You are someone who is very desirable. In March, you're in your divine feminine energy, and that is attracting very masculine partners. No matter who you identify as, that is just the vibe that we're getting here for March for you. Then we also have the Ritter der Münzen, which is the Knight of Coins, the Knight of Pentacles. So you are attracting a Knight of Pentacles. This is somebody who is well off. This is somebody who is good with money. And they are an earth sign, all right? So they are a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. They're interested in you. They love when you're in your divine feminine. And they're putting you on low-key a pedestal at this point. Whether you want to see through a connection with them or not, group number one, that is completely up to you. But they're available here for the month of March, all right? And that's also why I put them a little lower here, because they are looking up to you. They see you as a queen. They see you as someone whom they respect. And the thing is here, are they man enough for you, group number one? And here within the moon, I see that your intuition will tell you. You will know deep within when you deal with them, when you look at them, when you have a conversation, when you handle situations with them. You will know deep within whether you are able to be in a long-term committed relationship with this person, or whether they're maybe just not quite 100% it. The moon is also symbolic of showing truths that needed to be revealed. So anything that you felt was kept hidden in the dark, the moon will illuminate, right? Because the moon brings light into darkness. Even in dark situations, we are able to illuminate them when there is a full moon especially. So I do see here that just instinctually, you're deeply connected in a sense of knowing precisely if someone is a potential partner right from the start, or whether they're actually just playing games. Because the Seven of Swords shows us again, you know what it's like to have to deal with someone who plays mind games. You know what it's like. Feel like you have to put up with a roller coaster that you really just don't even deserve, honestly. And here within the Six of Batons, you're done. You're finally knocking this off of the cliff, off of your life. You're finally knocking this on its head. You are not accepting treatment. You're not accepting any more behavior that isn't in alignment with what you want to accomplish in love. And the Six of Batons also shows us here that you're quite triumphant and very confident, because rather than allowing people to scare you into thinking your standards are too high and you should settle, you're actually looking for confirmation in people who did not settle with their standards. You see where they are, what they have accomplished, and what they're experiencing day in, day out within their relationship, and you think to yourself, well, man, if they can do it, I can do it. I'm a magician too. I'm a master manifester too. If they can manifest such an awesome partner and live such a life, why not me? And that is really the perfect mindset for you to have, group number one. And if you are in a committed relationship, I'm not here to be breaking people's marriages and partnerships up, But sometimes time's up for a partner who is unwilling to level up with you. And the Magician shows us here that through so much confidence and self-belief, you definitely need someone who is on the same page. And if you've been with someone for a long time, it can be hard to grow at exactly the same pace and in the same direction, and to in the end be on the same page. You know, if you've been high school sweethearts, for example, you may have grown into this master manifester and someone who really believes in a life of abundance, and maybe your partner kind of grew into someone who is a little bit more rigid in their belief, and sometimes that can actually stop you from really growing and excelling. If you are someone who is single or in a situationship, then of course it's a lot easier to stand on your wants and needs and standards, and to just know, like, if they won't do it, the person you're currently talking to or in a situationship with, someone else will. It's not that there's no one who is willing to do it, you're just asking the wrong person. And it's time to get another one. It's time to move on. It's time for you to put your manifesting pants back on, go out there and draw someone new into your life, draw some new energy in. And there is an abundance of people who want to date you, group number one. In case you didn't know that, I just want to confirm that here within the Queen of Cups. It is simply about putting yourself out there, putting yourself in the right situations, and being open for it. All right? So anyways, what are you doing if you're in a situationship or you're quote unquote single and you don't have a roster, you don't have multiple options? Tell me, what are you doing, group number one? Because if you're the type of person who will then get hung up because of one individual who didn't act right or with whom nothing ended up developing into something serious, you really need to think of having a roster. You really need to think of actually having options and not taking anyone seriously until they've committed, because the heartache is not worth it for these crusty, dusty sons and daughters of people. All right. So group number one, this is the reading that I received for you. I hope you enjoyed it and that you found it insightful and also maybe a little entertaining. I hope that you enjoyed my very direct and non-sugar-coated messages that I was able to bring to you. And don't forget to leave a unicorn emoji below in the comment section to let me and others know that you're here, that you received this reading, and that you are part of group one. So my lovely souls, I would like to thank you for sharing this divine time and space with me, and I can't wait to connect with you during one of my upcoming readings. Hello, my lovely souls of group number two. Welcome to your reading about your love life during the month of March. Now, you chose my Dark Heart Tarot deck, which is my absolute favorite publication at the moment. I love this deck, as well as the Black Obsidian Crystal. Now, look at this beautiful midnight colored crystal. It is absolutely stunning, and in case you didn't know, you may have felt drawn to this crystal because you needed something to help you absorb negative energy, and that's exactly what Black Obsidian does. And also, you guys rave about how my Dark Heart Tarot deck helps you to just take away any unwanted dark energies. It's almost like this deck just soaks it up and makes it disappear into thin air, which I cannot wait for us to get into within your reading, what's coming next in your love life. So we've got the Wheel of Fortune, and we will uncover the second card that I've pulled for you in just a moment's time. Let's first talk about the Wheel of Fortune, shall we? So here within the Wheel of Fortune, we have got Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, as well as Leo. So one thing that I'm seeing here with 4 signs, in case you didn't know, are said to be resistant to change, very determined, and these are fixed signs, stable and reliable. The fact that this is showing up within your love reading shows that stability is coming into your love life during the month of March. We also have a symbol of the snake, which is the symbol of transformation. We have the head of an ancient Egyptian god right here, as well as the 4 different directions and also 4 elements that are being pointed out. We also have the symbol of a wolf. So natural instincts, seasons, stability, things moving into a routine. And I see here within the Hermit that the thing is, you will only come out of hibernation and hermit mode if it's worth it, if there is stability. So the fact that there is stability here for you to grasp, you're coming out of hermit mode, you're seeing the light, quite literally speaking, and you're okay with being by yourself rather than being not fully loved in a way that you desire to be. And we have the black obsidian and the hermit. So even in darkness, you find a way to light things up. Group number 2. You are that friend in the friend group who always sees the positive for everyone else. And it's also time that you do that for yourself at times. Now, the Nine of Cups, by the way, is a card of extreme manifestation. It's said by many to be like the wish card, the genie in the bottle card in the tarot. Well, no, actually only I call it genie in the bottle card, because this is like the card that shows that something you're manifesting, something that you really desire, is coming to fruition during the month of March. We had stability, we had coming out of hiding, coming out of your shelter. So it seems as though your love life is going to take a turn for the better, and a turn for the kind of vibe that you want, the kind of love that you desire and deserve. Next up, we have the Death card. So the Death card, which by the way translates to Tod in German. Ich liebe euch, alle meine deutsch sprechenden subscribers. This is a card of transformation and new beginnings. So the old is being let go. That's probably also why the black obsidian needs to zap out any unwanted energies or anything that is still trying to connect you to your past, or anything that has happened in the past, any of the old, because we are now stepping into the new, and the new is whole, the new is fulfilled, the new is precisely what you wished for here in March. And we also have the Ritter der Schwerte, which is the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords shows us bravery. It shows us that there is a certain amount of tension here in March as well, because for the first time you are saying what you want to an existing partner, or like a new lover that you are considering being with. And since a long time, you haven't experienced this in a while, they're just like, oh, okay, those are your requirements. I see it, I get it, I feel it, I honor it. And I'm happy that you have requirements and standards, because if I wasn't happy about that, I would just be concerned with having a low threshold to get to you. But like this, I actually respect you, because I actually see you as a long-term partner. So the fact that you have standards is only going to scare off and get rid of the wrong people, group number 2. So here within the Chariot, know that as soon as you've made clear what you want, which was a little tense, a little difficult for you, not the easiest thing for you to communicate, then things can move full force ahead. So you're definitely the type of person that loves hard. Once you fall in love, you fall deep. And that is why it's so important for you to keep your heart to yourself, to not wear it on your sleeve until you feel like you've really vetted someone, all right? The Queen of Swords shows us here that you do also sometimes have a little bit of mean girl energy. Like when you like someone, you don't immediately show it until you are really head over heels in love, and you can be a little spicy in your responses. But again, the right kind of people will like that, because they will like that you're not intimidated, you're not the type to just cave to other people's demands or other people's wants of you lowering your standards so that they can just get whatever they want. And I see here within the Judgment card that while you have evolved so much, you have friends around you who are still in the space of people pleasing, of being pick-me's. But the thing here is that you're just setting a great example for them, but you're not going to judge them. You're not going to make them feel bad about being a pick-me, because you know what it's like to have once come to the realization yourself that you, in fact, were a pick-me, group number 2. Who would have thought? I, too, had to come to that realization. I was mortified at some of the pick-me behaviors that I had exhibited in the past, and it's embarrassing to almost come clean about it, but I think we've all been there. And here within the Queen of Cups, I can see that fertility is running high, all right? That childbearing aura is all around you during March. People are looking at you and they're like, oh, okay. This person would make an amazing parent. She would make a great mother. She is someone who's really nurturing and caring. She would make a great fur mom, or this person would make a great fur parent. And I just want you to know here, the Queen of Cups also shows this inner calmness and just this inner knowing that everything you're meant to receive and everything that you are meant to have and love will be yours. So March is really not a month of stressing. And March is actually a month in which you feel like things are finally turning out how you want them to be. It's like you've got options. The magician shows here, connected to the number one, that you're putting yourself on like first place in your life, also when it comes to love. And by being quote unquote selfish, you're actually finally having romantic experiences that you have been lacking, okay, that you've missed out on in the past. Being selfish in the bedroom, being selfish about wanting your partner to treat you a certain way. And the thing is, like, to you, it may feel like it's selfish, but to a lot of other people, it is the standard, it is bare minimum. But because you people please, you don't like to ask for too much, group number two, that is why it feels selfish when all of a sudden you're asking for more. And the thing is, like, asking for more, expecting to be treated like someone who is worthy of respect, kindness, care, it's about time that we did that. Like, March, it's overdue. All right, my beautiful souls of group number two, you've deserved this a long time ago, and I definitely want you to leave a little tiger emoji below in the comment section to let me and others know that you're here, that you affirm and manifest the fact that, yeah, you deserve good treatment. You deserve things such as the bare minimum. Like, it is not a surprise anymore. So group number two, I just have two little messages I want to add into your reading. Hang on tight. I'm just going to clear and cleanse the space, and then I'll be right back with the final two messages about your love life for the month of March. So let's see precisely what we will receive about your love life as like your final two parting messages that you need to have for March. We've got the Tree of Life as well as the Sweat Lodge. So I want you to know that family comes first. Enough with these crusties and dusties pulling time away from family, from where you've actually experienced loyalty, and from spending time with close friends as well. All right, the Sweat Lodge shows here that you have been through the ringer in many ways, and now it's time to surround yourself with people who really appreciate you and who also fit into the mold when it comes to spending time with friends and family. You are meant to be connecting with family members, especially those who are a little older, because we don't know how much time is really left, even with young ones. I mean, none of us truly know for how long we will be in this incarnation. And I see here within the Sweat Lodge that there are people who wish they would have added time outside of worrying about romance with close loved ones, with family members that have passed, and your guides want you to never become one of those individuals who felt like they're not 100% at peace. We've got an eagle here rather than a dove, right? Who feel like they should have spent more time and they should have worried less about some random person's crusty son or daughter. All right, so that is the parting message that your guides want you to have. There are more important things than a love life or a lover that is subpar. If that is something you have been holding on to, either for a long time in a long-term relationship, marriage, or in the short term in a situationship, but then there are also situationships that last like years or decades. Whatever the length is, it doesn't give it permission to carry on. Just because it's been 10 years doesn't mean we are going to spend another 10 years allowing it. Cut the cords. There are more important relationships in your life. If the romantic connection is not fulfilling you, if it's not adding, it's subtracting, and it's got to go. So that's probably also why you felt so compelled to pick the Black Obsidian, because you had to hear this, and I hope you can appreciate these messages from your big sis from the internet. I know I'm very direct. I like to be very real. I don't want anything to be misunderstood or misconstrued, and I just want what's best for you guys. And from experience, I want to tell you, you will never regret time that you invest into family. Okay, so group number two, this is the reading that I received for you for the month of March. Make sure that you thumbs this video up if you appreciate the honesty, if you enjoyed being in this space, and I can't wait to connect with you during one of my upcoming readings. Hello, my beautiful souls of group number 3. Welcome to your love life reading for March of 2024. So you chose the Amazonite, which is this beautiful light blue crystal. Just look at it. It's absolutely stunning, as well as the Starseed Oracle deck. So let's figure out precisely what's coming to you when it comes to love for the month of March and uncover all of the details. I'm going to be very direct, honest, and blunt with you, group number 3. So don't say I didn't tell you so. Let's see what your guides have to say for you. So first up, we've got the blue flame, a spontaneous awakening, an activation, integration time. So I see that for your love life, you're going to come to this aha moment. You're going to feel as though, oh my goodness, I've been doing it wrong all this time. You're going to step into your power and finally realize that you've been playing it too safe and too small for too long. So if you are single, you have been settling. If you are in a committed relationship, let me tell you, you have been settling, because you can ask for a lot more of what you want than you have ever had the nerve or the courage to do, because you're just the type of person who doesn't want to inconvenience others, especially those whom you love. But remind yourself, a person who truly loves you, to them, it will never be an inconvenience to see you smile or see you feel happy and loved. Next up, we've got trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. Remind yourself here, especially if you're single and you're getting a little antsy, you're getting a little worried about where your partner is and whether you're going to end up alone or something like that. Trust the wave you came in on, as in trust what happened in the past, that you were meant to not be in those relationships or situationships you've experienced. Trust that the timing is right for you to find your right person, because your perfect partner may have also been still in a relationship while you were in a relationship or a situationship. And now, as you're becoming free, now as you're freeing up your mind of doubts, of overthinking whether you're expecting too much, they too are on their way to you. They're on their way to find you. If you are currently in a committed relationship, trust the timing of when this relationship started. Trust the timing of, if you're thinking of ending it, when it will end. Because there are times in life where you just have to understand that even though we have this societal pressure of being married and having kids by a certain amount of time, it is actually so false. It is not real. It is all made up. It's in our heads. The inner earth shows you you'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings are yours. March is going to bring you a new viewpoint, and someone that you find inspiring is going to show you that actually you don't need to conform to society's standards, pressures, and BS in your love life in order to be happy, in order to not end up alone or lonely. You'll survive this little moment of a little bit of anxiety. Next up, we've got deep cellular healing. So this is Arcturus energy. Physical and emotional healing is taking place for you during the month of March, where you're actually also writing out a lot of the things that were fears that you had within you about love, fears of love maybe not working out the way you would like it to, and love just being something that has any fear-based emotion, period, for you. You're working on disconnecting the emotion of fear from the emotion of feeling love, because you're realizing that it's actually pretty destructive, and deep cellular healing is needed. So in March, you're taking on this next task of doing the internal work. Now, the Six of Crystals shows us here that something you wanted, romantically speaking, is going to turn out very successfully for you. So if you wanted that person to show interest in you and chase you, you will find triumph in that. They will do just that. But I'm getting this vibe of like, after you've gotten that to be done, you're not going to be as interested anymore. Because one thing that I do see here also in the Ace of Swords is that you're just realizing that love is really not a game to you. Love is something that is very serious. You take other people's hearts and emotions seriously. And when you catch yourself treating love like a bit of a game, it's almost like you have a deep-rooted shame that comes up for you in March, because you realize, oh my goodness, I've been suckered into this. I've been suckered into the norm in today's day and age that it is okay for love to be playing games for love, to have situationships even be part of it. And you don't want that for yourself. The Two of Crystals shows that you don't want anything to do with that type of mindset. You don't want anything to do with that type of way of even engaging in love, because to you, you've decided that you're not going to serve your wants on a silver platter. So you're not going to meet someone and immediately tell them that you want to get married or have kids or be engaged or whatever it is that you desire, but you're not going to be like boyfriend, girlfriend for a long time. If you are now in a committed relationship and you are not married, you don't have the kids, you don't have the home, you don't have the stability and the feeling of being truly settled down and safe with this person, there's an ultimatum coming here in March for your partner, group number 3. And the thing is, like, it's decision time. If they haven't done it in 2 years, in 3 years, in a decade, what makes you think they will do it now moving forward? What makes you think all of a sudden something will change? Yeah, you're being very real with yourself. And the thing here in the Knight of Cups is that you know you can have a knight, a handsome knight on a white horse riding into your life at any given point. Like, you are just that cute, group number 3. You are just that person that, yeah, you're attractive. You still got it, okay? By society's standards, you're a good catch. So you're not going to put up with less than you desire, and you're also not going to accept something that you feel you're not 100% into, or they are kind of stringing you along with. I see here within the Magician and the number 1 that you know that if something is really meant to be, that whoever you're interested in, they will find a way to make it work. They will find a way to do it for you if someone really loves you. Because think about it, group number 3, you would do the same. If you are madly in love with another person and they want your commitment or they want you to do something specific for the relationship, you will do it. I've been there, I've done it for people who would not do the same back, and oop, here we go, the devil. So the thing is, like, sometimes we allow history or how we view a person to chain us to a false reality. Let that sink in, group number 3. We allow history and a story we've made up of that person to chain us to a false reality, because that is not a reality that exists. Okay, history and knowing someone for a long time, having spent a long time with someone, it doesn't give them the right to have access to more of your time, to more of your life. And being in this place where you love a version of them that doesn't exist, you love their potential, and you're just waiting for them to turn the corner, for them to finally step into the potential, whether it's a situationship or someone you're literally married to. If they haven't done it in so long, and chances are you have threatened to leave and do this and do that, it's never going to happen. So group number 3, if nothing were to change right now, would you like how this relationship is going? Would you like how your love life is going with the person that you're thinking about as you're watching this reading? No. So that is why you've got to remove yourself. You've got to also reevaluate why you even let things happen for so long that you know you don't deserve, because you deserve better. So group number 3, I'm going to clear and cleanse the space because I have a few more messages that I feel coming through for you, so we can see what else is coming towards you in love during March. So just hang on tight and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so group number 3, we need to talk. We have a few more things showing up here for you for the month of March. I feel it. We've got the arrow. So you are reconfiguring your direction, you are rediscovering your direction, and you have a lot of clarity in where you're going with love, whether it's where you're leading your family and your kids, whether it's where you want to take any upcoming relationship, because at the moment you're single or there's just no real prospects that you're dealing with. You know what you want and you are out to get it. The Ancient Ones shows us here that you feel very much called and inclined to pick a kind of love life in March that you feel really gets you on a deeper level. So someone who also understands where you come from, what your heritage means, and also what your ancestors have been through, and someone who respects that. You don't want to disrespect your ancestors by allowing somebody to walk all over you or not provide for you or not show appreciation for who you are on that deeper, more layered level. Next up, we have the Tree of Life. So spending time with family too. If you feel like it is a choice between your love life and family, then that is not the type of love that you deserve. Group number 3, you deserve more. I want you to know here in the tree of life that another thing about this is that things should be interconnected between you and a lover and your family, and things should just feel stronger, not weaker, because of your lover. And I just want you to know also in the tree of life that this is often symbolic of your guides trying to push you and urge you to spend more time with people who are advanced in age in your life, or who are just kind of fragile when it comes to their health. And this is not to scare you, group number 3. This is to just tell you very clearly that at this point you will not regret that, but at this point you will regret overthinking love, spending more time in romantic worries or situationships or unhappy relationships than spending that with loved ones that you don't have that drama with, and that are just, your mother, your grandfather, your cousin, your aunt. You will never regret spending time with these individuals. Within hope, I see love and acceptance. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth. Choose loving thoughts. Even if someone is not showing the type of love that you desire towards you, it doesn't mean that you're not worthy of that love, and it also doesn't mean that you can't be loved the way you want by someone else. It just means this person either doesn't know how or doesn't want to. And the thing is, we are not going to worry about that. We're not going to bother with it. We're not going to overthink it. Commander Ashtar shows us here that you have to take charge and lead by example. Walk your talk. If you're the type of person that tells your friends, oh my God, leave him. Don't be in a situation where you are not being valued. Oh my God, he cheated. How can you still stay with him? He still hasn't given you a ring. It's been so and so many times, blah, blah, blah. This is just this straight girl, straight guy kind of example. Of course, you guys apply it to your situation. I just know most of you on my channel resonate with this. But then, are you taking your own advice? Are you picking a guy, a man that looks like he will propose, that looks like he will commit, that seems as though he's serious about you? Or are you just doing a low budget version of that by being in a situationship because your friends can't tell you he hasn't proposed yet because you're not even official? What's worse, being in a committed relationship and him not proposing, or being in a situationship where it's not even on the table? So group number 3, I'm sorry for calling you out in such a direct way, so rigorously, like such a big sis, but you guys know it is for the good, it is for the better. Someone needed to tell you. So please, group number 3, pick according to walking your talk. Don't just talk the talk, walk the talk, all right? And here we have got the Ritter der Münzen. So this is the Knight of Coins, the Knight of Pentacles. For all of my German-speaking babies, ich liebe euch, danke, dass ihr da seid. So within the Ritter der Münzen, sorry, now I almost said München, which is Munich for some reason. I want you to know here that this Knight of Coins is someone who is well off. This is someone who is a good investment of your emotions. This is someone who is very savvy when it comes to investments and money. We've got Earth sign energy, which is very dependable, all right, reliable. So Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, because they don't change much. Some say they're boring. Some say they make good husbands. I mean, I have not had an experience that was positive so far with an Earth. Oh, wait, no, I think my very first ever boyfriend was a Capricorn, and I think he was pretty good. I think he was probably the best one. I should reach out to him again, actually. We should meet for dinner or drinks. That would be a very fun catch up. Anyways, here within the Emperor, I want you to know that another thing for you is you need routine. You need someone who understands that flakiness is not to be accepted by you. And here within the Emperor, we have an extension of this Earth sign energy. So someone who is older, someone who is mature, someone who understands your needs, group number 3. If not, we don't even need to start talking. And if you feel like you are dealing with a baby right now, you are in a relationship that has been going on for a while and it is not feeling good, please I want you to know here within the lovers that we have amazing options for you in March already. Okay, not the unicorn mom telling some of you guys who have been in relationships for years that you will meet someone who is like the love of your life, even if you break up with them like immediately in March. Look, I don't know what to tell you, group number 3, but I have also been in very long-term relationships, in a very long-term relationship, and ended that, and straight thereafter I like met an amazing person. Okay, so I just want you to know here, everything is possible. There are people who are married and then meet someone that they click with, and they just know the person that they were married to is not the one, because this person is actually the one. There's always that risk. Love is illogical. I want you guys to know, whatever you're going through in love, group number 3, just don't shame yourself, okay? You're not perfect. I'm not perfect. Love isn't perfect. Crazy things happen. Crazy reconciliations take place. People drift apart, find together. Your story is unique. And I just want you to make sure it feels good. I want you to know here in the Hermit reverse that the thing is, your person shouldn't make you feel like cocooning into a space, not coming out, and insecure. If love makes you feel like blossoming, like actually coming out of hermit mode, like actually being yourself, expressing yourself, that is already a really good sign, all right? But if you feel like you're hiding, like you're disconnecting from friends and family, that's when you know something is kind of a little off, right? If you're constantly stressed. And here in the Hanged Man reverse, we do have, last but not least, a message of the fact that how you see things is usually pretty much like reality. You may sometimes feel like you're crazy, like you're all over the place, like you're overly emotional, but I'm here to tell you, to confirm, group number 3, actually you have a pretty objective viewpoint very often, and the things that you see as right and wrong in love, it's more often than not very accurate, very close to what we can say is the universal truth. And you're someone who's very level-headed. So trust your judgment, trust your intuition, enjoy love, enjoy the ride. And when things happen that are just destined and hard to explain, let's not overanalyze. Let's just be in the vibration of love. So group 3, this is the reading that I received for you. I hope that you enjoyed it and that you found it insightful. Please do leave a tree emoji below in the comment section, not just to let me know that you watched group 3 all the way to the end, but also to confirm and reaffirm that you will in fact spend an extended amount of time with friends and family that you haven't seen in a long time, with aging parents, aging siblings, people who you know will just appreciate being around you, and where you know that time will never be wasted, because this is not just about romance. Sometimes Spirit also has some other messages for you, and I hope that you can appreciate this one. So group 3, thank you so much for spending this divine time and space with me. If you enjoyed it and you loved my realness, make sure you don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I've been here for you guys for years. I have never missed a monthly prediction, and I plan on continuing to provide this kind of reassurance, guidance, as well as healing for years to come. So group 3, thank you so much for your unwavering support. I'm sending you a lot of love and gratitude, and I can't wait to connect with you during one of my upcoming readings.